Good morning. My name is Diane Bishop. I am founder CEO of Aortic Health of Alabama. Uh, for the first time ever, you're about to hear a brief account of what had happened to me. It was August 26, 2007, and that is when all this has basically had changed. What was once a very active Diane Bishop, toting river walks, rocks, pots, planting, tikis, enjoying nature, life as I knew it changed on that day. And it was right here where I collapsed. Being that I suffered with misconnective tissue disease, I had no clue. I was working hard in the yard, my passion, enjoying life day by day, and I was having chest pains. I was taken to a hospital to where they told me I was having a panic attack. A panic attack. Wow. I mean, I knew something more was wrong. I was gasping for air, my back hurt, my chest hurt, pain radiating. I was even at nighttime, I could not sleep. I was gasping for air, had to sleep with pillows on my back. My color was changing to pale, and I trembled some. Um, and I had no idea what was going on. But after I was sent home, I went ahead and took the medication that the doctor told me, and still nothing was changing. So I was taken to another hospital, DCH, here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It was me and my husband. He had they told me at the time, told my husband, go get my clothes. After doing blood work, they said she had a heart attack or is going to have a heart attack. Me have a heart attack, going to have a heart attack, just didn't sound right. But anyhow, I told my husband, go home, get my clothes. We'll be here for a while. And they came in, they said they have one more test they want to do. Okay. My husband was gone, being alone. We done that one test, the very important test. And upon that, it came back, much to my surprise, the nurse, whether they're supposed to or not, in tears. And she had called for some doctors, anybody to come into the room. They did not know, I did not know what was going on. I tried to move, they're telling me hold still. And I had no clue what was going on. Come to find out, the famous Dr. Hill, sitting there, I got good news and bad news. What you have is a double barrel ascending aortic dissection. That is the bad news. He says, and people don't live through this. And you only have so long to live. The good news is we have the best at UAB Hospital. They are ready for you. And we're going to rush you there. There was no time for the helicopters because there was an ambulance already there. And, I was in shock, of course, and I didn't know what the heck it was. But I was still in shock. Me having to have open heart surgery just didn't seem real. I had no clue what it was. So anyhow, I do remember I was pretty calm. I did not know how fatal, how important, how intense this was. I did not know how bad this was going to change my life. When we got to the hospital, over at UAB. They said, honey, where's your family? I says, my husband wanted to get my clothes. I says, my other lives out of state. They said, somebody needs to contact this girl's family. They said, you need to try call your husband. This is fatal. I laid there on the stretcher. In my mind, this is fatal. I did not know what to think. Even up when they were rushing me to another floor at the hospital, laying on the stretcher, I turned my head over and I seen a team of nurses with a clear box, and in it was something about this big, and it turned out to be a heart for a child. And in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, I lived my life. I prayed, said a quick prayer, and asked God to save this child's life. Upon there's more intense details, and I won't get into it now. Why? Because we are in the middle of feeling Diane Bishop Raw, where we will take you through the actual event in the course of this. You will be there with me in an ambulance taking that trip. For 1 second there, for all those who's watching, just for you to know how it feels. Take off your wedding ring. Take off your jewelry. If you got your partner, give it to them. And just put in your mind like this is going to be your last time. And you'll get a sense on how I felt. When I did see my husband, that's when I broke down and told my husband, thank you for letting me be your queen. Thank you for the life you've given me. And I was apologetic. I don't know what for. We cried for a minute, and I told him, tell the children to be good. And tell them that I'll be with them always. So, that's just the short end of that. But I remember being taken to the emergency room. I don't remember being on the ventilator or intensive care. I remember being in my room. I remember some of the stuff that I had to go through. I remember not being able to breathe. I remember not being able to lay down. I remember the pain. But the most thing that sticks through my mind is the way it changed my life. And I didn't know what was going on. And sure, a lot of people say go ahead and Google it and stuff. Who the hell's going to sit there in a hospital bed in the condition that you are after being cut from he to ho? Who's going to sit there? What patient's going to sit there and try to Google and mess with a computer and to find out what's wrong with them? And I was scared. I did not know what was happening to me. I really didn't. I mean, it's ironic. And that's when I thought to myself, Hess, I was going to do something, because before I went home, they were told I have to have a blood pressure cup. Gotta check my blood pressure first thing I wake up. And to this day, it's very important for everyone to have a blood pressure cup. And that is one thing why my organization was formed, is to help others to get these things, newly dissected patients, to get blood pressure cups. That's necessary and is a matter of life or death. And also ID bracelets. Medical ID bracelets, very important for us to have. Suppose if you fall out, something happens, chest compressions are done, and they're not knowing that you have aortic dissection, they don't know the medication that you're on, or it's something very important, and that's what some of the reason why I formed this. But we are aiming to go to the hospital to all newly dissected patients, or even those that has been in there before, to spread a little hope, some love, to provide equipment and needs, these blood pressure cuffs, to newly dissected patients that they have to have and cannot afford, because they are expensive. But that's just some of the things on what we're all about, and to help increase awareness. Because when you go in, don't just check the heart, check the aorta too. That's very important. But I know I'm flip-flopping around on several things, but I want you all to figure out, when I came home, and for the first time, my little 4-year-old telling me, "Nana, hold me," wanted me to pick her up. And the pain that I felt, not being able to hold my grandbaby, is painful. It's deep. It's deep emotion. And to know that everything's turned around. Your whole life is changed around, and all you can do is make the best of it. And that's what I have learned. What used to be highly hyperactive, I do this on occasion, on my time, my space, my needs, just whenever. It's not perfect, no, but you know what? It's perfect to me. And that's all that's matter, is to make myself happy. And in my life, all I want to do is to help others and make them happy and give them a bit of hope, just a little bit of hope and strength to go on, that yes, you can live. It was August 26, 2007, when this all happened to me, and everything has changed, even my eating habits. But you know what? Life is good, life is beautiful, and I'm out there working in the community, working hard to spread a little love and awareness, to make a difference, at least to one person. If I could do that, I feel like I made a difference. But with that note, we have the upcoming video where you will be with me, and it's going to put you in the same situation. That's going to be coming up in the fall due to another condition that we suffer that I never knew, is the PTSD and the flashbacks. That's something else that I never knew I had, and sometimes I freeze up, and I'm surprised, that I'm able to sit here and talk about this. I really am surprised, because I get real teared up and emotional. But we've been working with John Ritter Foundation. We support them. And also my awesome second family, Aortic Hope. Karen Anderson, Tia, Greg. They are my go-to support. It's a great organization. We do help them and support them 100%. Go in there, and if you need something, you could dig, look, and reach out to them as well. As far, as our thing goes, I wanted something to where it'd be easy in these gift baskets. When we go to the hospital, Aortic Health goes to the hospital, we will have the pamphlets available, so they won't have to dig so much. They'd be more aware. They could read more stories. They'll have tools in that basket, because I felt so alone, so scared. So I don't know if any of this makes sense to y'all, but like I said, if y'all question, want to know what it really feels like, that was hard to give my wedding ring. It was hard to tell my grandkids now I can't do that no more. It was hard, to say I can't do this right now. I mean, but it's okay. Just a quick note. The best way to get over things, remember, everyone's an individual. We all react to medication separately, differently, okay? So you heal on your time. Do not try to compare yourself to me or to anybody else because everybody's different. So you do it. And our motto is one step at a time, one day at a time. Stay strong, and you could do it. But don't try to compare yourself. So and so had this. Why am I like this? So and so is bigger or whatever. Every life matters. You matter, my friend, and we love you. We are here to help you and the aortic community. Like I said, this is just a quick note. Also, I want to announce on the event that we have going Friday, September the 14th. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is holding a great big event, and it is to help support Aortic Health of Alabama, as well as Aortic Hope, and as well as the John Ritter Foundation. So we want everyone to come out, buy a shirt, make a donation. If it ain't but $5 go a long way. So please reach out, and give support and come out. We will have food, music. There will be a show, a dinner show. We have silent auction. We have drawings. Everyone that comes in will get a ticket, and we will have drawing throughout the night. So again, mark your calendar, Friday, September the 14th. And we don't just want people with aortic dissection. If you have heart problem or just anybody that wants to have a good time, because the name of our show is A Night for Living, and that's what we're going to do September the 14th. It is a night for living. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's have a good time and let's all laugh. With that note, my friends, you all, one day at a time, one step at a time. Stay strong, and we love you.